There, a little bit better. So again, my name is Elena Tercero, and I am the founder and owner of Little Light Accounting, a CPA firm in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And I am here today to talk to you specifically about health insurance, especially for a small business owner. So typically, health insurance and the premiums, the doctor visits and all of that kind of stuff, anything related to health or to dental is deductible on your personal taxes, but only a percentage of it, only 10% over what's called your adjusted gross income. So what that is your taxable income. But for business owners, it's completely different. So that's the good news. So for businesses, you can actually deduct 100% of the premiums that you're paying for your insurance as a self-employed individual. And it will actually go on your tax return for your business. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew that if you do have health insurance now with everything that's happened with the ACA, Affordable Health Care Act, or as everybody kind of refers to it, Obamacare. Everybody in the US now needs to have insurance of some sort. So it's really important that if you don't have insurance, that you're looking to purchase insurance for you, because if you don't, the IRS, when you go to fill out your tax return for 2015, the IRS will penalize you as well as any household members that you have. So if it's you and your husband and you have kids or children, or even you're maybe fostering children, it's really important that you have health insurance. So I wanted to make sure that you knew as a business owner that if you do have insurance, which you obviously now need, you can use that as a tax deduction on your business, 100% deductible, not only the premiums, but also the visits that you go to, the doctor visits and whatnot. So, just wanted to make sure you guys knew that. Let me just reintroduce myself. Elena Tercero. I am the owner and founder of Little Light Accounting. You can find me on social media at Elena Tercero. If you have any questions, you can send me a tweet or you can email me, elena@littlelightaccounting.com. And I'm just going over today. Thank you everybody for joining. I'm really happy to see you here. Hopefully I can, I'll just recap what I was going over so that way you guys can get the information. It's really short, brief Periscope today, but talking specifically about health insurance and the deductibility for your business as a small business owner. So health insurance is a requirement now thanks to the Affordable Care Act. And you're welcome, Kiki. Yes, I'll recap. So Affordable Care Act has mandated that everybody in the United States has health insurance. They are this year going to penalize people that don't have health insurance. That's okay, don't worry about it that you just joined. I can recap. It's really a quick, simple tip for business owners actually today. So health insurance, really important that you have it, whether you own a business or not. Obamacare, as most people refer to it, the Affordable Health Care Act, does require that people have insurance now. So do make sure that you are insured. They will penalize you on your tax return when you go to file it. When you go to your, wherever you have your taxes filed, the individual will ask you if you have health insurance. And if you don't, then they have to put that in there and how long that you have not had the health insurance. I'll go into a little bit more. If you're an employee with a company, they will give you a form that you will give to the IRS. If you own your own business and you have self-employed insurance or self-funded insurance, the company that you're with, say Blue Cross, Loveless, Presbyterian, whoever it may be, they will send you the form as well that you need for your tax return. to make sure that there's proof that yes, I did have insurance. Yes, I did follow the law. So if you, you can call the marketplace. That's actually what I just did. So on August 31st, I was an employee up until August 7th. And I had insurance through the company. And so I went out to the marketplace for my family and I purchased insurance, and I'm paying, so my premiums, my bi-weekly premium that I was taking out of my check is actually covering my entire family for insurance. And it's very similar to what I already had working with a company. So yes, definitely check out the marketplace. It took me, to be completely honest, it took me a complete day to look through all the health insurance plans. I was pretty frustrated by the end of it. Like, okay, forget it. I'm just going to come back to this another day because I don't know what to do. But if you kind of know what you want, if you don't go to the doctors very often, so let me finish this and then I'll answer your question, because there are minimums for that as an employer. So if you know that you don't go to the doctor very often, then you don't need, they have them set up in tiers, bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. So the bronze is going to be very, very basic coverage, very low monthly premiums, but when you get sick, you're going to be paying more out of pocket. So it's a give-take situation. In either of those situations, as a business owner, you can take both of those deductions. So if you feel like you're not gonna need that high of coverage, then your premiums don't have to be so high. I have a family, I have 4 kids. I don't know what to expect with my kids. There really are so many to choose from. And so when I went through mine, I thought about my kids and I thought about how sick they get and what is the likelihood that they are going to end up needing, are they going to break a leg? Are they going to break an arm? I don't know. They never have. Thankfully, my oldest is 11, the youngest is 3, but I don't know, so I'm going with a higher premium in case something like that happens. So that way I'm not having to pay so much out of pocket later. So you had a question about, you have 10 employees and do you have to pay a portion of it? You really don't know with kids, Kiki. I mean, thankfully, praise God, my kids have been very, very healthy. But I don't know. So employers with employees, if you've got 10 employees, the threshold that the IRS has is 50 employees. So I think that even though you're a small, what you have to do in order to comply with the IRS, not the IRS, with the Affordable Health Care Act's regulations is easier with only 10 employees as opposed to having 50 employees. So you don't need to offer to pay any of the premiums for your employees at 10, but you do need to find out if any of them have insurance on their own, if you can purchase a plan as the company and then offer it to them. There are affordable minimums and requirements, and this is getting into Obamacare, and it's a whole other animal, and it's very complicated. But they have minimums, so it has to be affordable, and that's the whole point. So if you go out and you purchase a platinum plan, and for a family, say it's $1,200, because that was one that I was looking at. Is that based on how much money they're making a year? Is that affordable? And there's a formula that you can use. And so that's something that you have to sort of look at and try to figure out, and it's something that I can actually help you with if you need help. I have learned quite a bit about the Affordable Care Act. Definitely not 100% knowledgeable in it because it's still continuing to evolve and change, and until, so 2014 was a whole thing. This 2015 will be another thing for employees and employers to kind of go through. And then hopefully 2016, they'll have ironed out a lot more, and more people will know kind of what needs to happen and have more of procedures in place and a step-by-step guide. Right now, there are step-by-step guides, but they're very confusing and sometimes convoluted, especially for small business owners. If that's not your specialty, you just want to throw your hands up and say, oh, forget it. So if you have any questions, just send me an email. You're welcome. I'm so glad you enjoyed this information. I do have my website. My husband has been working on it diligently for the last week. I was trying to help him, and Big Smiths, it's confusing. It was frustrating for me to have to learn it at the beginning. It's like, I don't need this. I don't want to know, but really we need to know. As me as an accountant, I need to know, so that way when I have Steve, thank you. So that way when I have clients that have just like you, Steve, you have 10 employees. So what do you do? So I need to know, so that way I can help you and provide you the information that you need, so that way it doesn't feel so confusing and you don't want to throw your hands up in the air and say, well, forget it, I quit, I'm going to go back, I'm not going to have employees, I'm not going to build, I'm just going to stay in my happy little spot right where I am, and nice. And just ignore it, just put a bag over my head and say, I'm just going to stay where I am, and I'm just going to keep going forward. And we don't want to do that as entrepreneurs. We want to keep pushing forward, not where we are, but we want to step it up, and we want to go above and beyond and do that next scary thing. So I think that's really important for people to have that information. So my website, littlelightaccounting.com, you can check it out. There is a contact form on there that you can use. Again, I'm on all social media, same Elena Tercero, so you can find me wherever I am. YouTube, Facebook, starting to set up Pinterest, but that's really just more of other stuff. Thank you, Steve. Yes, littlelightaccounting.com. And I do have also a PDF that you can sign up for on my website. Let's see if I can get this in here. So bit.ly/LLA tax tips. That'll give you some more tips for you for your business. And as I'm going through, I'm sending more emails throughout the month, throughout the week. Just continually send you more information. So some of it may have been covered on previous Periscopes that I have. Some of it I may not have touched on at all. So there's lots of information there. Also, if you did find this valuable, I do appreciate if you would share with your, okay, I'll hold it up again. Share with your followers, please. Can we see it here? There we go. Hold it for a little bit so we can get the screenshot. And I didn't put the website address, but it's littlelightaccounting.com. So same thing. And I really appreciate you guys joining me. Thank you very much. I am actually on my way to a client, working with a client, a nonprofit today. Their tax year is September to October, so they're getting ready and gearing up to start their next year. So they've got some budget questions and accounting questions that they've got for me. So I'm going to run on over there and spend some time with them. And, I'm thinking about doing another Periscope, hopefully later this afternoon before I go pick up my kids from school, about what to look for when hiring either a bookkeeper, somebody to do your taxes, or a CPA. So if that's something that you would want to know more information about, just let me know. Send me, show me the hearts, send some comments, because I've been talking to a lot of people lately, and it seems like they're really not sure. Okay, perfect. So I'll try and jump on here again before the end of the day, before I go, like I said, before I go pick up my kids from school, so that way they're not running around behind me, distracting me and jumping in here, trying to steal the show, because they're really good at that. So I will talk to you later, write down some notes and give you guys some tips and tricks on how to look for a CPA that can help you in your business. So thank you very much. I appreciate it, and I will see you later.